Hello! So once again I've had an amazing opportunity to hop on a plane and fly to the other side of the world here in Vietnam. I'm going to spend 2 weeks here having a look at what I can find, seeing the amazing culture that is here and seeing if we can find any really cool animals. Vietnam has a lot of endemic species to the country, meaning that they are the species that are only found here and nowhere else. So I'm going to have an explore and see what I can find, as well as explore the local culture and just take you along with me, giving you some ideas of where you might want to travel and also explore these wonderful places. As they say, the world is your oyster. So come along with me, and once again, welcome to Naturescape. So we start off at Ho Chi Minh's Mausoleum. This was the first stop to our tour. Our tour guide wanted to show us what was really important in the city, especially in the north, of this figurehead, which basically gave hope to northern Vietnam during the civil war between the north and the south. But we're interested here in the wildlife. Even in the hustle and bustle of this tourist hotspot, there was life to be seen, just like these birds. And nestled behind the mausoleum was this giant koi pond. I'm just about to show you. This koi pond here, you can see the koi swimming around that orange blob there. It looks small, but these koi were actually really big. It was just the size of this koi pond basically made them look absolutely tiny. But koi ponds showed a huge appearance throughout Vietnam, showing the size of the fish, the beauty of the fish, and the intricate colours. Koi can go for thousands of pounds, and they are a symbol of wealth, and also in other cultures, much more than that. But it wasn't just koi in this pond. This pond was covered in life. You can see the trees here, their root systems growing actually up away from that water source, growing up so they're not in the waterlogged soil, so the roots themselves can breathe. See the large trees there looming over, giving that protection. But you can see here these koi in amongst tilapia. Now tilapia are the other fish commonly found in ponds around the area. Now you can eat tilapia, they are a common fish to be eaten. Not as colourful as the koi, but they've still got that beautiful stripy patterning there, you can see. Usually also signatured with quite murky water. Now although the water was murky, it was perfectly fine for the fish, a bubble as you saw previously there in filters. And you've got this cheeky there, little terrapin, again, trying to sneak some food away from the fish. So here we have a large toad that I came across on this island in the middle of the lake in northern Vietnam. So I believe this is the Asian common toad. They're quite a large toad species, ranging from about 20 centimeters is the largest one recorded. They've been known to eat a lot of different bugs and invertebrates, and including scorpions. They have been known to eat scorpions too. They're not the largest toad species in the world. There actually have been some that are found in caves that grow to large sizes and can actually eat bats. So they are very large and inquisitive animals. But here we have this tiny little baby turtle. Look at its face. I have not really an idea of what particular species it is. Possibly some sort of soft shell turtle. Now, this sort of size, they'll be hiding in the weeds as it is now. You can see it tucking its neck in, making sure that it's well protected. And the thing with turtles is that their spine is actually fused into their shell, and everything is protected inside that. So when they all suck in, it's to protect themselves from any predators. See, the fact that I'm staying still is giving it more confidence and allowing it to explore its surroundings a little bit more and go about its day. You can also see the advantage of its coloration. So if you were just walking past, you wouldn't probably notice it. That's just that mottled color against the background. It could be either a pebble or maybe even a leaf. So these animals are really adapted to surviving at such a small age because they are vulnerable. They're vulnerable to fish, large fish species, catfish for instance, or even birds. Birds can simply swoop down and pick one up. And so they need to adapt and have means of enabling them to get to the size in which they can then reproduce themselves. It is an incredible rare sight, and it is fantastic to see it. And so I'm just going to sit back now and let you enjoy the little one look around. Now this is a much larger specimen of turtle. This is known as a red river giant soft-shell turtle, and I'll put the Latin name up on the screen. There are only 6 individuals of these left alive, unfortunately. But the reason why these turtles are so special is that they feature heavily in Vietnamese folklore. The golden turtle lent weapons to Vietnamese freedom fighters during several occupations. It was led to their independence. These specimens have been perfectly preserved and will remain at the temple as a symbol of hope. Seeing these, the size was incredible. Such a shame that only a few are left. Now, it's not only the reptiles that were large, but insects were large too. Take a look at this beautiful butterfly. Many times did I think a bird was flying above me just to turn around and see a brightly coloured butterfly. It was amazing to see the amount of butterflies and large insects compared to the ones that we get in the UK. Unfortunately, that brings us to a close on Vietnam #1. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you found it really interesting and that inspired you to go and actually visit Vietnam yourself. The people, the culture, and the animals were fantastic. I hope that you stay tuned for the other videos in the series where we go to the south of Vietnam and also we go to the middle of Vietnam as well. Hopefully you'll be able to notice some very sparse differences even though they're a couple of hours away from each other, the places that I went. If you did like it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for some more amazing wildlife facts and tips on how you can get closer to nature. Also, stay tuned, hit that bell so that you will be notified for when those videos drop. Anyway, I'm going to leave you cycling off into the distance to your next wildlife adventure, and thank you again for watching.